started. I'm quickly going to grab a box. And we can start by taking a look at what we got with it. This is a PrimeKB MERIDIAN, a compact 60% slightly ergonomic layout board that I bought second-hand, but it hasn't seen a lot of use, so should be fairly good, or good as new. I did open the package just to check that everything's okay with it, and it was. So let's see. To start off with, we have wrapped in some paper the POM plate. POM is a type of a very soft, flexible plastic. I'm not going to be using this today because the PCB that I'm going to be using is Millmaxed. It's basically aftermarket hot swap. So those unfortunately do require a slightly stiffer plate. In addition to the plates, we have another PCB. This one I'm also not going to be using today, but this I will be using and soldering some switches to when I get the chance and the sort of drive to lube some. I didn't really feel like doing that before the stream today, so that's another upcoming stream, I guess. And then the Meridian itself. As you can see, it already has a plate installed, it has a PCB, it also has some stabilizers, although I am going to be removing this one. It is fairly heavy. You can't really tell if you look at the bottom, but it has an internal brass weight, which we're going to be taking a look at shortly as well. But in order to do that, we first need to open it up. So let me set this down here. Oh, we're up to 3 viewers. Hello, and thank you very much for joining us today. I hope I don't blabber too much. And I hope you're going to enjoy your stay here. Let me just quickly get my screwdriver set. That's not screwdrivers. It's something else entirely. Let's see. From what I can tell, they look like two or 2.5 mil hex heads, so let's try that first. Nope, that's too big. Could be 1.5. Music is louder than my mic. Okay, let me quickly sort that out. Alright, is it better now? Much better. Okay, thank you for letting me know. I haven't streamed with this specific setup yet, so it does take a little bit of tinkering and a little bit of getting used to. I'm actually using a new camera today as well. I had the fortunate opportunity to get a Panasonic GH5. Still the same lens that I was using before with my girlfriend's camera. But as you can see, there's no weird banding or flickering issues on this one anymore, so I'm really happy with that. Yeah. Alright, that's the case screws undone. There we go. Alright, let me just quickly take out the screws as well. Okay, here we see the bottom. This is pretty much probably like 60-70% of the weight of the entire board is this bottom half. It's a massive fingerprint magnet, so I'm sorry about that, but here you can see the brass weight. I think this is PVD coated to make sure that it doesn't oxidize that easily. And yeah, some nice rubber feet down the bottom. And of course the milled Meridian logo. This one was designed by AI03, who also made such great hits like Vega and Polaris. Those have been fairly popular recently, so yeah, I'll be placing these here. Right, we have a few more screws to undo, or well, from the looks of it, just one actually. This is the one that sort of secures the little breakout with a USB port to the top of the case. And here it is. Here's the PCB. This is not Millmaxed by me. I think it was Millmaxed on stream by I have no idea how to pronounce it because it's Dutch, but Poesiu. And for the previous owner, it was built on stream by him. Let's see, do we have any ping or any rattles? I'm just going to make sure that the top case screws are nice and fastened as well. I am going to be building it with the stock aluminum plate, which isn't really that flexible. But let's see how it feels. And well, if we don't like it, then we can rebuild it with POM whenever. Okay, so that's the PCB. I am going to undo this stab because I want to use split left shift. I'm used to split left shift, so I don't want it to be long. Right, so it should be this one. Okay, that's the one stab removed. I'm quickly going to wipe it down as well because the plate has gotten a little bit greasy from the stab. All right, tuning wise, they seem to be moving fairly smoothly. This is not Band-Aid modded, I don't think. And I'm actually going to try not Band-Aid modding myself as well. All of my current boards do have Band-Aid mods on. But yeah, should be like something different, should be an interesting experience. Now we have two choices of switches to build with. We have C3 equals Tangerines, and we have OP Blacks. Let's see. Right. Something's going on with my USB devices. Just a moment. I think the face cam that I'm using just froze, so let me quickly restart it. Okay, just to refocus on my face as well. There we go. Sorry about that. Right, I think I am going to be using OP Blacks, mainly because I want to lube the Tangerine switches next. I actually have another... you like these orange switches? Okay, well, I mean, you're the first one to say anything about it, so let's build with those. But yeah, these are C3 equals Tangerines. They're a really, really nice color. I'm trying to get the camera to focus. There we go. Gold-plated springs. I think these are 67 gram weight. Wish you had like see-through caps to show them off. Yeah, I don't, unfortunately. Maybe I should get one. These two look very cool. But yeah, let's build with these then, and I'll maybe do like a lubing stream late next week for the OP Blacks and make my next build with those instead. All right, so before I start inserting switches, I also want to make sure that I've gotten the plate as clean as it can be. There's a little bit of grease on here, so just gonna try and fix that quickly. And we are up to 5 viewers, so if you're new here, hello. If you've been here before, also hello. It's nice to have you here. Hope you enjoy the music. Feel free to say hi in chat or ask any questions or anything if you feel like it. Yeah, we're friendly people here. All right, that should be the plate clean. All right, so I need to think about the order of operations a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna install a few switches, then fasten the PCB to the top of the case and then work from there. So let's lay this down here first. I'm gonna get a few switches in here and then do something that I wish I had remembered to do earlier, which is to make sure that the PCB is fully operational. Okay, just get some of these bottom corners as well. Right, that looks like it's solid enough. So let's. I'm gonna go ahead and unplug my main keyboard. Hope that it doesn't crash everything again. It didn't, which is great. Let's plug it in, and I need something to short the pins with. I'll be right back. Alright, sorry about that. I also see that my Now playing overlay has turned off for some reason, so let me quickly try and fix that. Alright, seems to have fixed itself. Weird day. Weird things happening. Anyway, right, we want to open VIA, and I cannot do that with this keyboard plugged in, so that's a bit of an oversight. Right, and just a moment while I switch the scene over to one that also shows what I'm doing on my screen. A lot of windows to close first. Right. There we go. Right, so here we want to hit key tester. Let's turn on key sounds for good measure, and let's go to town. Okay, the first ones don't appear to be doing anything. That's curious. Interesting. Right, it does not look like the PCB is working at the moment. Let me quickly try and figure out why. Maybe I should try a different cable once again. We've some of you that have been to my streams before are probably familiar with the fact that I do have cable issues every now and then. Right, but this one's a bit too short. Right, I heard the noise of the affirming noise of a USB connection, so interesting. Right, I cannot see any of the LEDs come on either, so that's a bit weird, a bit concerning to be fair. Okay, I'm gonna pull these switches and work from there. I'll be right back again. I for some reason forgot to grab my switch puller. Right. This switch puller is not very good in case of aluminum plates, since it is fairly soft. So this combo tool that was like $3 or whatever from my keyboard works a little bit better. Usually. In case of softer plates, like both of them work equally fine. That's a bit weird. There we go. Right, so let's try and make sure that the PCB is actually alive, which I really hope it is. Okay, there's the USB noise. I'm gonna bridge it with something else this time around. And I'm not getting anything out of this. Let's see if VIA detects it at all. It does not. Well, that's a bit unfortunate. Let's see. We'll try and see if the secondary PCB works, or if it's like some sort of a weird, different hardware issue. Where did I put it? Ah, it's here. May I have scissors for a moment, please? Thank you. Okay, so here we have an identical PCB, which let's see what it does. Alright, immediately got like a green light on for this one. Still not really getting any key presses to register. Let me try the backside. That is really, really weird. Nothing. Okay. All right. What should we do? Well, we can start by trying to make sure that the firmware on both PCBs is up to date. Just gonna grab my other keyboard again. Is this better? Am I back now? All right, good. Sorry about this. Right, this is a cable that I know for a fact works, so just a moment. And if I could only find it underneath my desk. All right, there we go. Okay, so to test the PCB once more. Let's see. Here we have some activity. Let's see whether bridging the contacts now works. Still not sure. Please work. God damn it. Right, I'm gonna try with something else once again, just to make sure that it's not a conductivity issue. And we are either getting nothing or I had the wrong window focused. Let's see. Oh, yes. Whew, that is a massive amount of weight off of my shoulders. I was worried that both of the PCBs that I got, including the new one that I got, was fried. So I am really glad that they are not. Just quickly reset this. Maybe pause the music. Now I appear to have lost my mouse. Okay, there we go. And we can listen to the wonderful MIDI tones that hitting these will produce. Not in this window. I thought I had key sounds on. Okay, there, here we go. Okay. Right, this is the function button. This is probably like set up as a layer shift. Okay, that's the win key. Right, and that's the menu, okay. This does not appear to be doing anything, so very possibly remapped by the previous owner. For the PCB testing, yeah. Okay, so it looks like the vast majority of the keys work. I will just make sure. Okay, here we go. The previous owner has changed around a few things. So, right, let's set this to caps, just so we could test it. This is an escape key. Let's set this one to backtick. I have a very particular way I like to set up my layouts. Let's see, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Here it is. Oh, we're actually changing the wrong keyboard. God damn it. Okay, now we're changing the right keyboard. Okay, so I usually like to have this set up as the backtick. I like this set up as the escape key. Let's see here, we have split backspace set up already. Let's also make this one a backtick for now. I'll figure all of that out later. This was a function key as presumed. Left control, alt space, alt win. Right, I will be figuring out the exact control scheme, or like most of it, a little bit later. Just quickly going to sort of gloss over a lot of things right now, but let's see. No, this should be left win, and that should be left alt. Okay, I think that is looking pretty good. So I'm going to leave that as is. Well, I mean, the only keys that I didn't get to test that would do anything right now are this one. Just to make sure that this one now triggers backtick. Yeah, it does. Perfect. So I'm going to turn the music back on, and then we can get to building. Let's see. All right. Going to clear my desk a little bit. It's one thing that I'm noticing about this board is that it's been sort of designed very thoughtfully, in the sense that there's like the counterpart of the PCB is very nicely milled out. So like if I place this down, like it sits in pretty much one position and doesn't rattle around too much, which is going to help a lot with aligning the switches. So let's get started with that. We are up to 7 viewers, so if you're new here, don't be afraid to say hello. Thank you very much for joining me today. I will be opening some brand new keycaps, brand new shiny keycaps later on as well, to get some caps on these switches. So make sure you stay tuned for that as well. This one does not want to go in. And just to check, are my audio levels all right now? Like, is the balance okay? Can you hear me over the music sufficiently well? Right, so I seem to have bent like a switch leg. I should straighten it out. No, it didn't. Okay, I'm just going to set this aside because I'm too lazy to go and grab a pair of pliers right now. Everything sounds good? Okay, nice to hear. There we go. Okay, and before we insert any more, I am going to screw USB cutout, or the, well, yeah, I'm gonna screw the PCB to the chassis once more, just to make sure that it doesn't shift around or anything. Sometimes, well, like according to my experience at the very least, sometimes with Millmaxed sockets, it's super easy to put in a few switches in a row, or like in one corner, for example, and not push them in sufficiently far. So I'm just gonna take tiny little breaks to check that the middle poles and the plate legs are all the way through. In all cases, is this a bent switch leg? This might be a bent switch leg. Yep, that's exactly what it is. So sometimes this happens, and that's not fun. Okay. I will very likely bend it at least a few more, but we can go over them a little bit later. Here we go again. So, has anyone been building any interesting keyboards recently? Or, well, building just about anything recently? Anyone joined any cool GBs, or anyone really hyped for a recent interest check? This felt a little weird. Okay, seems that both of the legs went through alright, so nothing to complain about. You've only plans to lube Alia switches which I lent to you? Oh, you're planning on lubing them? Did you try them out in your keyboard yet? Because I know your Tokyo 60 is hot swap. It seems to be a bit dark, so let me quickly... there we go. Tried them? You like them? Okay. Were these the first tactile switches you ever tried, or? They're not super tactile, but they do something. They're the first, okay. Yeah, actually, well, the only tactiles that I have left are in the split Kibio quiefrency that I have. Otherwise, I'm gang linear, absolutely. Might spent another leg. We'll be searching for a good USB-C cable for your keyboard, okay. Since it is green, and since GMK Botanical Round 2 will be dropping soon, then it is very likely that at least a few cable makers will have either straight up collaborations or just sort of a themed sale with white and this nice planty green. So if you're looking for a green cable, then right now is probably the best time. Botanical themed cable would be nice. Yeah, I'm actually considering getting one for myself as well, because that's sort of one subset of this hobby that I haven't really done anything with. I'm just using like this basic braided USB cable from KB Defense. It works in most cases, not with this PCB apparently, but yeah. Could maybe look into actually making some nice cables myself as well. If I remember correctly, I actually even put some green, sorry, not green, but blue paracord for making cables, but I don't have any of the connectors or anything, so nor the cable itself. It's something that I need to look into. just 4 more switches to go. Then we can do another test. See exactly how many switch legs we bent, and then put it all together. So that also felt a little weird. Yeah, that's bent. Okay, that's the switches installed, or well, the ones that are installed right anyway. Let's plug it in for a moment and see whether or not they work. Right. Right, this one doesn't work. This one doesn't work. Okay, oh, right, Angry Alt. This one actuates both the Control and the Alt key. Or Alt DR, my favorite key. Alright, so these two don't work. Let's take a closer look. Yeah, both of them are missing the switch leg on the bottom, so let's yank them out. And try and straighten them out again. Hello, Larzipan. Nice to see you here. Oh, this one's I'm not sure if you can see this in camera, but this one's especially messed up. Focus. It's like sort of not only bent, but also like bent back over itself somehow. I've never seen this happen before. I'll just grab another one. Okay, that's still a bit messed up, so I'm gonna get another switch. Okay, there we go. 1, 2, and a 1, and a 2. So just to double check. Just gonna make sure that they work. this works. And now this works as well. That's great. And no, I do not want to turn on sticky keys. Raise your hand if you've ever seen anyone turn on sticky keys. I don't think I've ever had any intent of doing so even. Anyway, let's fix the layout. Okay, right shift, split. And what do we have on layer 1? Okay, layer 2 and 3 are empty, as they usually are. Just quickly going to, well, not fix everything, but fix the stuff that's important for me before I go in depth with it. I want these to be arrow keys. I want this to be volume up, sorry, volume down, and I want this to be volume up. Layer I should be screenshot or print screen, and right here we have delete and insert. I want this to be delete. And I want these to pass through. All right, I will be working on the rest of this as well, but maybe not today. Maybe not right now at the very least. Right, this is the scene that I was looking for. So now that we've sort of verified that our keyboard works, that all of the switches are installed all right, actually going to make this caps lock as well. There we go. All right, that's the caps lock. There. Now that we've made sure that everything works, let's put the case back together, and then let's unbox some keycaps. I'm not going to be tightening these all the way for now. Right. And there we go. Right. So now for another exciting unboxing. I'll quickly grab a box. Yep, this one has my address on it, so I'm not going to be flipping it around. I'm sorry. Let's zoom out a little bit. My desk is a bit of a mess, but I hope you don't mind. Right. Alright, nothing violence couldn't fix. And here we have my newest set of keycaps. And a sheet with all of my personal details on it, which you're not going to see. I'm very sorry. Right, so this here is GMK Laser, but not the main kit, but the alternate kit. I believe it was called... Actually can't remember what it was called. I've had this sitting in my room for a month waiting for me to stream, and I completely forgot what it's called. But here's some alternate keys as well. We'll be looking at these later. It looked so dangerous. Oh yeah, I should get like a decent knife for this. Ready for it? Knives are even more dangerous than scissors. Yeah, maybe. Ah. Could get a letter opener. Isn't that a type of a knife? Knife stream. Okay, so the moment of truth. Just waiting for my camera to focus as well. It doesn't seem to want to handle the color white super well. Please? No? Okay. Well, yeah. Camera freaked out. There we go. That's the key set. Took off the lid and then the keycaps came into focus, yeah. Right, that's the key set that we're going to be working with. We've got some alternate colored escape keys and enters and all of that as well, so let's get to placing them. Säbru, where? Oh, yeah, I have a visitor on the stream. She's out of focus, but say hi to Säbru, who's one of our cats. Hi Säbru, you're literally in the same room. All right. Finally, your 1 minute cat stream. I'll maybe try and get some extra cat time in after I finish building it as well, so don't worry about that. Okay, so since I'm not 100% sure what I'm gonna do with the escape key, just a moment. There we go. There was a piece of paper stuck here. Then I'm going to do those last, but let's get to placing some keycaps. Here's a sneak peek of the sound as well. Hey Nugs, thank you for the follow. I thought you already had followed me, but thank you still. It appears the music stopped for some reason, so let me quickly try and fix that. Okay. There. Correct pronunciation of Nugs. Thank you, thank you. I'm ready to accept my award whenever, so just let me know. Just like my correct pronunciation, the reward for it is also verbal commendations. I'll take all and any that I can get these days. With a big sad and all. Putting these on feels a little bit weird. So I'm quickly going to double check to see whether I'm cracking stems right now or not. Okay, I'm not. Crap, that would have been unfortunate. I believe we have a second B key here. It is doubled in this layout, so that's not an issue. Interesting. Why do we have double tap? Oh well. Oop. Wanted to go see if any of the keycaps you want are in stock, but nope. Okay. Where did you check? AliExpress or some other place? Split KB and little keyboards. Okay. Yeah, like if you're looking for flat profile keycaps or like really low profile keycaps, then the choice is not very good, unfortunately. I was hoping to commission something to have your Korean on, but yeah. Looking for them is frustrating, yeah. I perfectly well understand that. Like even when it comes to like higher end sets, like finding Korean is really, really hard. It's just not nearly as common as, well, like you can buy basically like 10 Japanese sets right now, I think. But Korean is challenging. This is the first keyboard that I've had in a while. Well, discounting the Buck & Echo. But the first keyboard that I've had in a while that uses 1.25U modifiers and not 1.51 and 1.5. So that's visually a little bit strange for me sometimes. What is the layout here even? I think it was like this. We can check afterwards. Right, and we need a bunch of the alternate keys as well. So we need a function key, a 1.5U backspace, a pipe key, the small space bars, also a shift, this one. And now we can decide whether we're going to want the alternate colored enter and escape keys, or whether we want something else entirely. Let's, I will put these away. Yeah, hello. Hey, nice to catch you here. Right, so let's build it with these up first. So this is what the build looks like. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit as well. There we go. I am quite happy with how this looks. Like the keycaps, the background color is a little bit more purple than I thought it would be. But it ended up looking really, really nice. I do have this other kit here that we can use. It has some fun colored alpha keys as well. So let's see, do these even match? Interesting. I think they do, yeah. GMK Laser R2 Synthwave, yeah, that's exactly what it is. I forgot the word synthwave, so like I was thinking about it for like a good 5 minutes, but I couldn't remember what it's called. Plus sunset plus card to continue, yeah. Right, so let's pull some of these. Are these the right color? They are. Good. Perfect. You gifted the same set to DD Nomad for his birthday? That's cool. I bet he was happy. It's a nice set. Yart, where is Yahalo from? Because I know you are also a weeb. Just like Bubblegun is. Maybe you guys can make friends. Okay, 1, 2, and 3 as well. This is starting to look really cool, I think. I really like the way that it looks. What's up here? Okay, so now for the highlights, or for the finishing touch, so to say. Should we keep this one as is, or should we replace it with one of the sunset style keycaps? What do you guys think? $1 million idea, scratch and sniff keycaps? Sure. Sure. Let's take a look at how the sunset escape looks with this set, because like this is looking a little bit weird by my book. Like it's just sort of in the middle there. Cat behind me is oh yeah, she's back here. She got some food. She is now a happy little camper. So where did I put the keycap that I was looking at? Did I put it here? The heck? I have no idea where it went. It's probably on this table somewhere, but since everything that's literally outside of the viewport that you guys can see is a major mess right now. Ah, here it is. There we go. Whew, face saved. We've lost some keycaps on stream this year already, so let's maybe not do that again. It's gonna make a sad video. Okay, so this is what the final product ended up looking like. I'm really happy with this. I might change the enter back to the original one that looks just like the rest of them, since this is potentially like enough highlights for it. But yeah, let's see. All right, I heard some noises, and looks like the cat decided to nest in one of the shelves behind me. We'll maybe show you guys a little bit later, but for now, let's do a typing test. Let's see if it works with this cable now, actually. Right, here's the happy boot noises. And it doesn't work with this cable. That's really weird. Every other keyboard that I've had has worked with this cable, but whatever. All right. Looks nice, too bad it's EN only. Well, actually, you can get like one that looks very similar to this, and that also has an international kit, and I think it's in stock all the time now. I can send you a link afterwards if you're interested in that, but let me quickly pull up Monkey Type. Right. And let's, I will switch over the microphone and let's do a typing test. Let me kill the music as well. Okay. let's do a longer one. 15 seconds is not really enough to get a good feel for a board, I feel. All right, let me switch back to the main microphone. Okay, first impressions, pretty good. It is a little bit stiffer than I would like it to be, but I can attribute that to this being a top mount aluminum plate. If I try and push down on it, you can see that there's not much flex outside of what the desk mats provide. But even then, like, I quite like how this feels. I think it feels nice. The switches feel very nice. They're sort of very consistent for unlubricated switches, I feel. They produce a nice clack, not too loud. The board itself sounds great. I do want to rebuild this with the POM plate that I showed as well, and the soldered PCB that I will get to at some other point. Oh, this is why I'm clack. Okay, yeah. These switches are C3 equals Tangerines. They look really cool, and like what I like about it is that, like, if you tilt it in a certain way, like in just the right direction, at least in real life, you can sort of see the orange of the switch housings shine through, or like shine through in between the keycaps, which looks really cool in my opinion. There are two Bs, I just realized. Yeah, that's my volume just went down by a lot. I'm sorry about that. Maybe that's due to the music not being on at this very moment. Let me turn that back on. Maybe it's a little bit better now. Let's see. Anyway, regarding the layout, I will have to get used to it a little bit. I have experience with normal Alice layouts. Let me just quickly grab it. I have experience with this one. This I haven't built up in a while, but if you take a look to compare them, then you can see that the tilt, the inwards tilt of the alphanumeric keys is much less aggressive on this one, and the layout itself is quite a bit more compact as well. There's no macro row, or there's no row of these three buttons here. There's no key on the right of the left spacebar. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. I will probably record like a proper tapping test more towards the evening. Hold on, for some reason the now playing thing decided to die again. Just a moment. And I am unable to focus it for some reason, so whatever, I'm just gonna hide it for now. Yeah, the only thing that I feel like it's missing is a wrist rest that's sort of like that follows the shape. But I do know that PrimeKB does sell those, and those should be in stock right now as well. So I might try and snag one in the coming few weeks. But yeah, that's the build. Oh, actually, one more thing that I wanted to unbox on stream, or unbag on stream, was this. This is a Keebmats. Like I have one in 60%, which I use for my Vast 60 keyboards. It's kind of hard to get this color to show up on the screen accurately, but I also have one that's Alice style shaped, but I do think that it's going to be very long for this one. And it's okay actually, doesn't look too bad. Yep. There we go. Since it's not perfectly in the middle, then it does look a little bit weird, but that's not too much of a problem. So yeah, I will be like carrying these Keebmats with me for work, very likely. Let me try it on the 60% one as well, actually. Yeah, that fits a little bit better. The edges are off, but the case feet are on this, so it should still provide like this soft cushioning kind of a thing, which, well, let's be honest, which is what desk mats are for, really. But yeah, that's the build. That's the stream. Does anyone have any more questions or any more requests for a specific key sound or whatever? I'm guessing no. Anyway, yeah, thank you everyone for joining. I still appear to, for some reason, have 8 viewers left, so thank you everyone that showed up. I really appreciate you guys joining. I will be posting this VOD and some typing tests on YouTube soon, probably in the coming few days. Then I'll be taking a little bit of a break because me and my fiance are going to go to cycle around in Hiiumaa for about a week, and once I'm back, I'll hopefully be filled with a lot of energy and like drive to do some more creative projects and stuff. So there might be a few more streams incoming soon. Yeah, thank you very much for joining once again, and I hope you all have a good evening. That's it for me. Bye.